What are we doing in class today?
We are making a picture from the Scarlet Ibis story and an obituary and a letter to the parents
Why do you think we're doing these activities today?
to help us study better.
Do you think that this is different than how you normally just read stories and take quizzes?
Yeah,
Which way do you feel is better?
this way because we learn how to think about it better and it helps us study.
Okay, and then I think we have some classroom examples. Thank you, Crystal.
I'm going to read the letter to Mama, Papa, and Aunt Nicey, why I'm innocent. Mom, Papa, and Aunt Nicey, I don't think it was my fault. I loved my brother. I wouldn't kill him. I mean, he's my brother. I taught him to walk. I taught him to talk. I almost taught him to swim. He was almost swimming. Does that sound like I would want my brother dead? When Doodle was born, you thought he would die. So didn't the doctor. You guys didn't name him until 3 months. The name you guys gave him was William Armstrong. That name would sound pretty good on a tombstone. After you guys named him that, I changed it, so I gave him a cooler name. I started to call him Doodle. I like that name better. I think he does too. When me and Doodle were walking to Horsehead Landing, I thought we were safe. A storm appeared and I started running. I didn't know what to do, but there he was, my brother. I went back and saw him under a bush. I tried to move him, but he was dead. I don't think just leaving him, that's why he died. I think he got struck by lightning.
All right, thank you. What do you have for us?
This is a obituary.
Okay.
Doodle was a good brother. All he did was lay around. Then I taught him to walk and swim. He went everywhere together. He was only 6 when he died. He loved everybody he met. He would come to the swamp with me every day. Doodle was a great brother. I will miss him every day of my life.
Okay, thank you. What do you have for us, Edie?
I have got a letter to his parents. And
Okay.
it's Aunt Nicey. Dear Mom, Dad, and Aunt Nicey, I'm so very sorry this happened. I want to let you know that it wasn't my fault. I don't exactly know how Doodle died, but there was blood all over his mouth and chest. I wish I could have stopped this from happening. I'm sure you guys would like to know how it happened, so I'm going to tell you. We went down to Horsehead Landing. The sun made a yellow cast on the autumn trees, and the wood air was cold and shady. I wanted to swim, but Doodle told me he was too tired, so we got in a boat and floated down the river. Once we got down the river for a far ways, I told Doodle to row back upstream. Dark clouds started to come in, and I could tell Doodle was a little nervous. He started rowing faster. He reached Horsehead Landing, and the rain droplets hit our faces hard. We got out of the boat and stepped into the mushy ground. Doodle and I started to go up the riverbank. It was really muddy and hard to walk. Doodle climbed in front of me as I followed behind. When we got over the bank, he told me he was too tired to go on. I egged him on to run. He started behind me. I could feel him stepping on my shoes, so I ran faster. He called out to me not to leave him, but I kept running. When I got halfway down to the house, I turned around and looked back. He wasn't there. I yelled his name, but he didn't answer. I ran back to find him. He was sitting close to a bush. I shook him, but he didn't move. I lifted his head back, and there was blood all over his mouth. I started to cry. I told him I was so sorry over and over as I held him in my arms. The end.
Thank you. All right, Ashley, will you tell us what you have, your picture? And I have 2 pictures I think that the students are going to explain.
This is my picture of the Scarlet Ibis. I chose to do this because how much it affected Doodle and the fact that his brother felt really close to the Scarlet Ibis enough to call Doodle it when he died because of the red color over his chest and face and mouth. So this is my picture when he was almost going to fall off the tree right before he died.
Okay, thank you. And Jess.
Okay, this is my picture. I drew it because this is when Doodle and his brother first went down to Old Woman Swamp. His brother took him down there in a little boat, like little wagon-looking thing that his dad made for him because he couldn't walk. And his brother took him out and sat him by a pine tree.
And he started crying because he thought it was so beautiful, and they started going down there every day, and they really liked it, so that's why I did it. It's because it really, I guess you could say, made me happy